Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, the US presidential hopeful Donald Trump has made a rare U-turn only hours after his apparent call for women to face punishment for having abortions if such operations were made illegal. And a growing backlash, the millionaire businessman released a statement taking the Republican Party line that the people performing the procedure should be punished, but not the women.
Do you believe
No,
in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
10 cents, 10 years,
I don't
what?
know. That I don't know. That
Well, why
I don't
not?
know. I don't know.
You take
because I
positions
don't
and everything
wanna-
else.
Frankly, I do take positions and everything else. It's a very complicated position.
Well, joining me now from Washington is the conservative strategist Chris Barron and the Republican political commentator Ann Coulter in Los Angeles. Let me start with you, Chris Barron. So we've got Donald Trump then doing the rarest of things for Donald Trump, which is to backtrack, to basically say that he got it wrong. Do you buy that?
I'm not sure what I buy is Trump's position on abortion. I think admitting that he misspoke here, that he was wrong, was the right thing to do. Because frankly, what he said didn't just alienate pro-choicers, it alienated pro-life folks within the Republican Party and within the conservative movement. And if Trump is going to be the nominee of this party, he's got to figure out some way to unite conservatives, and getting it 100% wrong on abortion is not a good start.
Ann Coulter, has he blown it?
No, not at all. I think the headlines do not describe the interview at all. I thought his answer was great. He was being browbeaten on an incredibly stupid point that no president will ever have any say over. And moreover, I promise you, Hillary is not going to be asked, at what point can you still abort the baby? 10 minutes before it's born, 15 minutes before it's born? He was being browbeaten. He turned it back on Chris Matthews, saying, well, you're a Catholic. What do you think of the Catholic Church's position? But why would I care if there's some sort of punishment? There are punishments for prostitution, for adultery, a $20 fine. What's surprising is, and Chris is right, you see a lot of these Cruz robots, Ted Cruz is his main opponent, I suppose you could call it, rushing out and denouncing Trump
But hang
for
on a
saying
minute.
there should be some penalty on the woman.
Yeah, but
give me a break.
But Ann Coulter, he does alienate women, doesn't he? He's got a problem with women voters.
No.
I mean, the results show it, the polls show it. Well, maybe not with you, but with plenty of other women.
No, he doesn't at all. He has an enormous number of female supporters, particularly the women whom he's hired, who have worked with him, who have worked for him, and even people I just run into, masseuses who have worked at Mar-a-Lago, who have no idea who I am. I'll just ask them, so what do you think of Trump? Everyone loves Trump. It's overwhelming. And by the way, so far he's been winning the female vote.
All right. Well, I'm not sure about that. Chris Barron, now,
That's true.
Whatever happens in the next few weeks, the point is that the Donald has won enough delegates already to be the immovable object in the Republican convention. Any plans to try and get rid of him, to deny him his crown at the convention in July are going to backfire badly, aren't they?
Absolutely. I mean, look, the bottom line is even if Trump doesn't come in with 1,237 delegates, if Trump comes in having won the most delegates, having gotten the most votes, having won the most primaries and caucuses, if they successfully stop Trump from taking the nomination, they'll blow the party up. And frankly, look, there's some people who say they don't care. There's some people who say that they would rather blow the party up than give the nomination to somebody like Donald Trump, who they believe isn't a conservative and will get destroyed by Hillary in November. But we should make no bones about it. The truth is, if Trump comes in close to 1,237 delegates, and they take the nomination from him, it's the end of the Republican Party as we know it.
But Chris Brown, isn't Donald Trump the Frankenstein monster that your party created itself, with its positions on trade, with its position on a whole number of issues? You've now got Donald Trump hanging around your neck like an albatross, and you can't get rid of him.
Well, one, I wouldn't say that we can't get rid of Trump because Trump was a Democrat. Trump was flirted with running for the Reform Party nomination. So I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be a Republican. And I'll say, I don't think that Trump is a creation of the Republican Party. I think Trump is a creation of the anger that we're seeing at the system. And it's not just Trump. We're seeing it on the left with Bernie Sanders. I mean, the truth is, people are incredibly angry, and I get the anger.
But you're
I don't
part of
think
the
that
system.
Trump is the right vehicle for that anger. Well, I don't think that Trump's the right vehicle for that anger, but I understand why people are angry because Republicans have overpromised and underdelivered for too long.
And Coulter, briefly and finally to you, isn't it the fact that there simply aren't enough white men to get Donald Trump into the White House? He needs women, he needs Latinos, he needs minorities, and white men alone aren't going to do the trick for him.
That's not entirely correct, but he happens to be winning with Hispanics. He got twice the Hispanic vote in Nevada of either of the two Hispanic candidates. Trump will absolutely get more of the black vote, more of the Hispanic vote. But you are right, even though the media keeps trying to talk Republicans out of their winning strategy, it is working class whites that are the only way Republicans can win this election. Mitt Romney, who ran 4 years ago, yeah, he got a lot of the white vote nationally, but he lost the white vote to Obama in incredibly important swing states. And that's how elections are decided. You got to win the states. If Trump gets the working class white vote up slightly, he wins. That's why they're hysterical.
Got to leave it there. Ann Coulter in LA and Chris Barron in Washington, thank you so much.
I've been getting away with it all.